creating content, right? So I started out a long time ago, 2014, I guess not that long ago, but 2014, I started creating offers. And recently I just counted how many failed offers I had, and there was a lot of them. I had a lot of failed offers, over 30 of them. And in 2019, I changed something. And since then, I've launched 42 winning offers, which has brought me to over $2 million in revenue since 2019 and creating these types of offers. And I looked back at like what changed. What did I do differently than I was doing from 2014 to 2019? And what changed in 2019 that allowed me to go create a winning offer? And I want to show you guys the 7 simple steps today to show you that framework that I've outlined. And I want to make sure that you are, whether you have an offer already created and you're doing well with it, or maybe it's consistent, but not as consistent as you want it to be. Maybe it's not consistent at all. I want to show you how to refine your offer today. I'm going to show you our full presentation that's going to help you do that. If you don't have an offer, we're going to help you too. I think this is even more specifically for those of you who have tried to create an offer, or you have too many ideas or no idea, or, it seems like you're putting all the effort into creating some kind of offer online. It isn't working out. And I know what that can be like. So we're going to dive in here shortly. We're going to give about 2 minutes to get this started up. But I want to just talk about a quick agenda for everybody. So let me just pull up so you know why you're here and if you're in the right place right now. So this is our live training, 7 simple steps to create and scale your winning offer. If you are struggling to create a winning offer online, this is for you, right? We're going to talk about a couple of things today. Number one, I want to give you a quick story about my 30 failing offers, which I kind of already alluded to, how I applied these 7 simple steps and now created, launched, and scaled over 42 winning offers. And I want to show you the full breakdown of these 7 steps so you can create and scale your own winning offer. And here's what we're really going to cover today. The 3 questions to get clear on so you can focus on one path. We're also going to talk about the 7 simple steps to create a winning offer and what you must do before you're ready to scale that offer. And we're going to wrap this session up with a live Q&A session and hot seats for those of you who stick around to the end. I would love to take what you come up with in today's session and help you get the clarity you want. Now, if you're watching this anywhere but on the Zoom room, click the link in the description above, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, and one of my groups. We're streaming this all over. Click the Zoom link to come and join us. Come and jump in, use the chat so we can see your comments and questions. If you want a hot seat, I would love to wrap up today's session with doing exactly that. All right. So I just want to say hello to some people I see here, some familiar faces. All right. We've got Susanna, one of the first to join, Team Doug. I love the background. We have Kat here. Hello. Tom, what's up, Tom? Looking clean, man. I like that background. Looking forward to working with you soon, by the way. Glad you jumped in. I've known Tom for a bit now. I remember we go back to like the early days of where I was really struggling. We were talking like before 2019. I think I even mentioned Susanna. We've got Kat here. Hello. We've got Rachel, Abdul Malik. Good to see you here. Kenna, welcome. Donna, Sam out there working. I see. Get it done. Carolyn. We've got Rika, Matt, Brian, Stephanie, Aaron. There's a lot of you here. I'm not going to keep going. I want to get right into it here, but thank you all for taking the time on your Friday to jump on in. So we're going to do Q&A. I have a good amount to get through. I've really packed this training with some frameworks. Some of you may have seen, some of you may have not seen before. I've refined it, and we're going to cover all of that. And then we're going to go to a Q&A and hot seat. So hold your questions, write them down on a piece of paper. If you put them in the chat now, I'm probably not going to see them. They're going to get buried. So please keep those written by your side so you don't forget them. At the end, I'll ask you for your questions, and we're going to get started on the Q&A and hot seats. All right. All right, everybody, let's start off with this. In the chat, I would love to see, if you're watching on social, click the link in the description, come join us on Zoom. You can comment on social if you can't come into Zoom for some reason, but let me know in the comments below. I would love to know who here already has an offer. Drop a 1 in the comments. Drop a 1 if you have an offer. I'd love to know who has an offer that's working. Like you're making sales, maybe not as great consistently as you'd like to, but I want to show you how to get consistency and predictability in your offers today. If you don't have a consistent offer, you haven't made any sales yet, put a 0. And that's okay. We're going to turn that 0 into a 1 and beyond. And what I mean by that is if you have an offer and it's selling, you feel really confident about it, but you're here to learn how to refine it, drop a 2. Drop a 2. Because there's one thing to have a product and there's another to have an offer. And we're going to walk you through the entire step-by-step process today to help you take a product, a commodity to the market, and how you can stand out and how to really create something that's going to make an impact for others that you feel very confident in inviting others into. It's not even sales at that point. It's an invitation to come and get the change to the problem that they're currently having. All right. So we have pretty split between those of you who are 1s and 0s. We have a couple of you 2s who feel confident. You're here to learn how to refine. All right. So without further ado, let me just jump right in. We're going to get into it. By the way, I just want to give you guys a massive shout out. As you guys know, this is our last live session of this series that I've been doing. I put out a poll the other day and asked my group, we've got over, it was a couple hundred votes. 46% of you said the number one thing you're struggling with is offer creation. And that's why we're doing this final session on offer creation. All right. So I want to thank all of you. We've had maybe you guys have gotten my daily emails. I thank you for staying on my list. I know we've been blasting out. I've been really excited about what we've been doing with Grant Cardone, the partnership that we've had. If you've gone through his challenge and you've been following along, drop a Grant in the comments. Just write Grant if you're here and you've been through at least one of his days of his challenge. You know what's going on with his challenge, and say, just write no clue in the comments if you have no clue what I'm talking about. All right. Most of you are familiar, right? You've been a part of these last few weeks of us just getting loud about this. Now, I just want to thank all of you. A lot of you have joined the challenge. You've upgraded to VIP. Some of you have even enrolled into his Unbreakable Business Systems, specifically with my link, my partner link. We are currently number 8 on the leaderboard. We're behind Russell Brunson. Like, that's wild. Like, top 10. Today's the last day. We thank all of you who have enrolled in that. This is just my gift to you to help you really get clarity. And for those of you enrolling into that offer, I've got some really special things I'm going to be working with you over the next 2 months to deliver an 8-week coaching program to thank you for your energy and your effort in putting it into this. My real goal for this is I'm going to show you today the 7 steps, but in these next 8 weeks, we're going to dive in deep and we're going to break it down 1 hour a week. You're going to get a specific training with me. And then we're going to give you an action step that we're going to put you into accountability groups. We're going to make sure that we get through this. And by the end of it, you will have everything you need to go and scale your offer online. But today I want to break down what this all looks like if you're just starting out or you're not really clear in the offer. That's what we have to do first. We have to get that clarity in that offer that we feel good about bringing to the market. And if you already are doing that, how do we feel better about it? How do we refine it? How do we position it? How do we price it? All the things. Okay. So I'm going to stop talking and we're going to dive right into the screen share, and please drop any questions you guys have below. Hold the, like, if you have something specific to what I'm saying right now, I'll look at the comments over here. But if it's a specific one that you want to get answered at the end, we could do that at the end. All right. So here we are. Number 8, Russell right there. Isn't that crazy? Okay. Here is our presentation for today. Hopefully you guys could see my slides here. All right, so this is our 7 simple steps to create and scale your winning offer. All right, this is the 7-step framework I use in every time I create a new offer. This is exactly what we do. All right, so my goal is to create your first or refine your existing winning offer that brings in consistent sales every month, that continues to grow consistently and predictable. Like, I want to have predictable sales. I want to see it growing every month. And this is what it's going to help you do today when you get really clear on this. So what we're going to cover are the 3 questions to get clear on so you can focus on one path, the 7 simple steps to create and scale a winning offer, what you must do before you're ready to go out and scale this offer. And then we're going to wrap up with a Q&A session and hot seats. You have to be on Zoom for that. So come join us on Zoom if you're not here yet. So before I introduce the 3 questions to ask yourself, there's really 2 ways that you could go about building an online business, right? You could sell more customers and be stressed and less profitable. Like, sometimes more isn't always the way, because you could always work with less customers and make them worth more to you. All right. So how do we do this, right? When I first started out, I really didn't have this narrowed in. I didn't know who I helped. I didn't know what problem I'm solving. I'm like, I could go help anyone and everyone with all these different things. You guys, 4 years ago, I was serving tables. I was week to week behind on my student loans, a 6-figure student loan debt. My credit was horrible. I was working 7 days a week trying to keep up. And at the time, it's not like I wasn't doing anything. Who here feels this way? You're doing a lot. I had like this credit repair business I was trying to get underway to fix my own credit. I'm like, I could go help people with this. I had a workbook, a webinar, a course I was selling on that. I had the ClickFunnels a affiliate program going on for me. I was selling the One Funnel Away challenge. I was working with 8 clients that own restaurants, helping them with their funnels and ads and getting people in their doors. Not to mention like all the other side things I had going on, 30 different offers I was trying to balance, not all at once, but in 4 years, and never got profitable because I was doing too much. Right? I was trying to help anyone and everyone with everything that I could think of. And when I focused on one path, these are the questions I asked myself. I'm going to show you on the next slide that got me clear on one path, one offer, one platform, one message. And that really took me to create a 6-figure business. Within 6 months, I paid off my entire student loan and was able to hit the dream car, grow a community. And it really just led to, 4 years later, here we are. And, I'm so grateful that I just got clarity and focused because of these 3 questions. So the first thing we must do is ask ourselves these 3 questions. Whether you're having an offer, you don't have an offer, or you have an offer selling consistently, there's always room for improvement, right? Number 1, I want you to ask yourself, what struggles have you faced in the past several months, the last year or decade that you have solved or currently are solving? Right? What is the major struggle you face? What's the most painful thing in your life that you're solving right now or you have solved? It's sometimes hard to think about these things, but I'll tell you the truth. Like right now, as I grow my business, I'm constantly writing down the things in my business that are my bottleneck and what I'm doing to solve them right now. Because I know in 6 months from now, maybe even less, I could say, hey, I've solved that problem. It got us to this next level in our business. Now I could go help the people that are in my programs with this problem before they get there, right? Let's solve their problems before they get there. One thing I solved recently was the way I see the online world. A lot of people are teaching how to grow and scale a sales team, and people just aren't ready for that. Like you're booking out your sales calendar and you have no time to do anything else but focus on sales. And then, your clients and your fulfillment start bouncing out because you're so focused on new leads, new sales. If you just focus on fulfillment first, you'd get more referrals, more testimonials, more results. So like I decided to solve that problem. I said, you know what? I'm going to make an offer one-to-many using a 5-day challenge model. And I've done that 30 months consecutively. We've done a 5-day challenge every month. I don't do sales calls one-to-many. We enroll people into our academy, our Full-Time Freedom Academy, without sales calls, right? And now I'm teaching my clients how to do that, how to create your signature event and enroll one-to-many, and filter out the people you don't want to work with, the people that aren't meant to be in your programs, because that's going to lead to more stress in the long run. So number 1 is, what's the struggle that you're currently seeing in the market or you're facing that you're solving or you have solved? Right? Make a list. Number 2, what are you proud of that you have accomplished? Sometimes we forget what we've accomplished and we limit ourselves to who we can really help. When you start making a list of all of your accomplishments, you're going to be more proud of yourself, more confident. You're like, wow, I can help people with this thing that I accomplished. And then number 3, what is the biggest problem you could solve for the person that has the most resources, finances, and capabilities available? Don't limit yourself to who you can help. And the hint here is, it is probably a combination of the first 2 questions. You are the future version of your ideal customer. So that's the first thing to get really clear on. When you find a struggle that you have solved and something that you're proud of, it's probably when you combine those 2 things, it's going to lead you to the offer you should be focused on. For example, 4 years ago, I first started. What was I struggling with? I was really struggling with finding an affiliate offer because I was brand new. I didn't want to go create my own stuff. I'm like, I need to find an affiliate offer, sell somebody else's product that I love, I could stand behind, I'm in alignment to. And then I asked myself, like, what's the problem I could solve? Well, I could help people get clear on that one path. And for me, that was the ClickFunnels affiliate program. And I found that my solution should be this, because I was proud that I was able to go out and start earning revenue to let me leave my full-time job with the ClickFunnels affiliate program. I was proud that I hit the ClickFunnels dream car in 2 months because of the efforts I was putting in. So I said, you know what, I'm going to go help people solve their lack of clarity with the ClickFunnels affiliate program and help them achieve what I have. And I laid out a framework that worked for me and started helping people with that. So now, same kind of thing. Like I was struggling to make consistent sales in my business, a couple of years ago, and I was having to start over from scratch every month at zero, no monthly recurring revenue, had to get new clients every single month. And then I was proud the fact that I threw a 5-day challenge and solved that problem. And I made it repeatable. I made that a lot less effort because I built systems and hired a challenge assistant to help me run that event every month. I just show up and do what I love doing. And we run that event every single month ever since. So now I'm proud of the fact that I'm able to build predictable, consistent revenue that grows in my business without doing sales calls. And I solved that problem. So now I combine those two things and I have a coaching program where I help people do that, help build their signature event. We help them hire a challenge assistant. We help them set up systems to make this scalable every single month and make it easier for them. So ask yourself these questions and you'll get clear. And the biggest thing is just start. You don't 4 years ago, wouldn't have known that problem that I solved because I wasn't there yet. Don't wait for the passion, the big life purpose to show up. Solve what's in front of you, right? And then go help others solve that too. And then the next thing will show up when it's there. A lot of people stand around that I've talked to online, and I've been talking to them for 3 or 4 years now, and they're still trying to figure out their offer. I'm like, do this. Go find something around your home right now and go turn it into an offer using the exercise I teach you today. Literally, like right now, if you have no clue, like it might be a workout, a piece of equipment. It might be, some equipment on your desk. Like find one product, and I want to show you today how to turn it into an offer. Just go through this exercise, and then I want you to find something here today to get clarity on that you could help others with. Sometimes just practicing with something in your area, in your home, will help you do this. And then you could go get clear on these 3 questions and find the offer you want to bring to the market and just start there. It's going to evolve. You're probably not going to hit it out of the park on the first one, but it's going to lead to the next thing that can and maybe will be the success you wanted. For me, it took 30 failures until I learned this framework. And ever since I learned these things I'm going to show you today, I've gone on to make 42 winning offers. All right. So why does this work? Why does it work to find the right audience? Well, number one, you're going to have a lower cost, whether you're paying for media or you're putting an effort to acquire audience members and customers. It's going to reduce those efforts. It's going to lower those costs when you focus on the right people with the right problem that you can solve. Marketing becomes targeted to attract a customer. You get really dialed in with your marketing message. Your sales process becomes more specific to the needs of that person. You convert at a much higher level. Your fulfillment is perfectly tailored to that person. You get them way faster results, which increases your confidence and certainty in your offer, which makes it easier to enroll others. High profits and premium pricing, longer retention, more repeat business, less churn, right? Let's get rid of all the things that we don't like no more churn, and which brings you more testimonials and referrals, which just makes life a lot easier. It makes business just really fluid. So less effort, better clients, bigger profits, epic results, right? We could all agree that that's more of what we're looking for. I don't know if there's anyone here that says no to this. I think this is what we all really want. And it just starts with getting the clarity. And start looking at your own journey to where you have become, and give yourself credit for the accomplishments you have made, because there's potentially millions of people out there that aren't where you are. You might think like, oh, you're comparing yourself like, oh, I'm not even here yet. I can't go help anybody. That's not true. You absolutely, if you're in this room right now, you're a step ahead of many people out there. All right. So serve a better customer. 80% of your customers will keep you poor and stressed out. Right. If you're just trying to help anyone and everybody, we got to stop that. Serve a better customer. The bigger problem that you have the money to pay to solve these problems. And most people don't feel like they have the skills to solve these problems, but it doesn't take a long time to learn how you can do this when you double down and focus narrowly. For me, 30 days, I'm not claiming to be an expert when I first started, but in 30 days, I had read all 3 of Russell Brunson's books. I had gone through his One Funnel Away challenge. I had studied. And the truth is, whether I felt like this or not back then, I probably knew more than at least 80% of business owners, because they don't really know about marketing the way that Russell teaches it. So if you read a few good books on your topic, you do some studying, you take 30 days to really get after and implement these things, you're going to be better off than most people out there that haven't done those steps. All right. So it's just about like really sharpening the skill sets. It's going to give you more confidence. It's going to help you create better solutions. So now a lot of you said you don't have an offer here. So I want to talk to you real quick. If you already have an offer, this might help you as well, get a little bit of refinement, but start with something you already know about. The biggest and more passionate thing will show up when you're ready. I kind of already talked about this. Don't wait for the big life passion thing. It's not going to happen right now, right? Don't wait for it. Stop putting it off and actually do something and just start. Like I said, the first time I did this, I don't know if you guys have heard of TRX straps. They're like workout equipment. I literally turned that product into an offer by going through the framework I'm going to show you today. Pick something around you right now, or pick your existing offer and see how we can enhance it. All right. So what if we don't have an offer? Number one, where do you already have underlying experience with in a specific industry? You probably already know the lingo, the common beliefs of people, the problems they're facing. And I give the example of a restaurant industry because that's what I did 4 years ago. I was a restaurant server. I understood the lingo. I understood the common beliefs and struggles of the restaurant owners. And I also knew a little bit about marketing. So I combined these. I said, I have some experience in both of these. I'm not that great of an expert in either, but I know I could help these restaurants get more customers by creating a birthday and anniversary campaign and creating a funnel, collecting their name, email, and phone number, and getting them in the door with a freebie, all right, a free dessert or champagne toast. And that's what I did. So where do you already have underlying experience? Did I think I'm going to be a restaurant marketing coach? No, I did. I just wanted to start somewhere with what I already knew. Number two, you have inside knowledge in something, even if it's from your friends or family. So if you're like, I don't know anything, I have no experience with anything, I'm just kind of floating around, which isn't true. But if you feel that way, you have inside knowledge, meaning you hang out with friends or family who are in some specific industry. For example, my mom's in, not anymore, but she, when I was younger, was in the legal field. And I knew about law because of my mom. I knew a lot more than the average person. So you might have some kind of, knowledge about something from just your experience, like just being around people. Number three, pick something you have relative experience or tangible exposure to, and then double down on studying and researching and developing those skills and the knowledge you have on that topic. Find out what is the number one problem that market is having and create a solution to it. You don't need customers to find out their problems, what they want and how they want it solved. For me, I just did my research. 4 years ago, when I started promoting ClickFunnels, for example, as the first offer I really sold, I went and looked in all the communities and saw what people were doing. I wanted to be a dream car winner, meaning I wanted 100 referrals to ClickFunnels. And I saw what the people that had achieved that were doing. And I saw all the things that I personally identified that they could have been doing differently or what I could do to enhance that. And I saw what they were selling and I'm like, I'm gonna go create that, but I'm gonna give it away for free, right? I went to their YouTube channels and looked for the questions people were asking. I went to their courses and looked for reviews, all the things. And I found out what does the market want? What are the questions they have? What are the problems they still are having? And how can I create a solution to that? So I created a free course that I gave away to anyone that joins my email list or join my Facebook group. And I started having conversations with them to find out how they want their problem solved. And I created a solution to that and launched my first course called Sales Funnel Mastery. So next problem I find people having is I have too many ideas. How do I choose? It's simple. Choose the one where you can help solve the biggest problem for the best customer and bring them the most value possible. Who can you help the most and charge the most? For example, lately I've been realizing after doing 35-day challenges that we could do these in our sleep. I could do it in 3 days notice. We've got all the assets. We've got everything in place where we could get this underway. And just recently, we've been working as a done for you service. The people that want it done for you are already doing really well. They have the resources. They don't want to do it themselves. I'm like, hey, we could get this done for you. And we charge $30,000 for that service. And we're getting people to say yes to it. And we're delivering very quickly. So now we help them set up their challenge, run their challenge. We gamify it with teams and contests, the way we run our own. And people would say, isn't that kind of narrow? It's kind of narrow, isn't it? It's better to go narrow. Why compete against other huge companies when you can actually narrow down and build collaborations with those businesses? So when you think of being a challenge coach or someone who does challenges, you probably think of some people like Russell Brunson, Pedro Adao, Grant Cardone doing his 5-day challenge. There's a lot of people doing it. But when you go narrow, it equals partnerships. It's not competitive. We're collaborating, right? I've been able to speak on stage at Russell's Inner Circle event, teaching how I went narrow with challenges and how I'm doing them differently. I've been able to speak on Pedro's challenge panel, partner up with Grant Cardone to launch his 5-day challenge. It's ending today, by the way, and then license out my content to some big names in this industry. So don't try to compete with the biggest companies that have operations to crush you. Don't compete with them on everything. Take a tiny slice and focus and learn like the back of your hand and expand from there. So like I can now go put my content in other larger masterminds because we do things a little differently. So by going narrow, it's not competitive at all. It's like we could collaborate now and really go wider to the market. All right. So hopefully you get some ideas and inspiration here that it's better to go narrow. It's better to focus on one person with one major problem that you could solve and creating a clear offer to help them solve that. So a couple of things people are probably thinking today. You're probably saying, I am not sure how to communicate my message and offer effectively, or I feel unqualified to share my message and my offer. I feel crippled when it comes to asking my clients for money. I don't want to come across as salesy. I'm doing everything myself and feel afraid to ask for an investment or help. I feel unable to build and lead a team that can duplicate results, right? These are all the things I felt in the beginning, and I've worked through every single one of them. And I want to show you, like, one of the best things I did was realize my accomplishments and own them so that I could go and help others who were struggling with the problems I once upon a time faced. And the hardest thing for me in the beginning was to go and charge what I currently do. It took me a while to like increase and know my own worth. And I want to help you shortcut this because the truth is you have the potential to solve major problems for your audience that if they continue on that path, the cost of inaction is so great for them where it's way more affordable to hire you or take you up on your offer over the long haul. But we have to educate them on the problem they have and the cost of inaction and the things that they're going to continue to suffer. And if they don't take you up on the offer, and in that case, you're not selling anything. You are helping these clients. When you feel that way and your conviction is greater than their fear, you're not going to have a hard time enrolling people into your offer. You're not going to have a hard time making an offer to people. You're going to want to go help as many people as you can by spreading that message. So if your clients say that they don't have the money, that's a reflection of the money mindset inside of you. And if they say they don't have time or they're not sure if they're interested, that's a reflection of what's going on inside of you. Not always, but it's important to really understand like what you're currently facing. And I hope you'll be open enough to let that sink in. As you master yourself, you will be able to help others do the same. So when I got over my objection to enrolling and investing in myself, and I got organized with my time and money, just naturally, I started attracting more clients who had the money, who had the time, and wanted to make the changes. So you have to lead by example. If you're not willing to invest in yourself, you're not going to have the confidence to go and ask others to invest in themselves or in you to make the changes. What you fear is a reflection of what you face. So if you're getting consistent undesirable results in any area of your life right now, take note, but do not be a slave to that result and begin working to change it today. And if you're stuck getting the same results, it's because you haven't decided to change. And when you change, your income changes. I think change is the hardest thing for people. Choose right now to become a creator, right? An entrepreneur, whatever it is that you want to bring to this world. And progress might come in increments, but the decision to change can happen like literally right now. For those of you who haven't launched an offer, I want you by the end of today just to go and practice what I'm going to show you today with that offer. And charge your worth. Don't go try to help the people that are broken mindset. Yes, you can help them, but they're not going to want to give the energy that you're going to pour into them. And it's going to end up leading you to a road of burnout. Like go find the people that are actively and willing and ready and have the resources to go and make the changes. If you want to increase the mass of something, your bank account, for example, you need to increase the energy you're putting in. You can change your energy at any time. And that means that you can change anything very quickly. And the question to ask yourself is, where can I take that energy and add it to something I really want? And the key is to not allow your surroundings, your current circumstances, or thoughts to reduce your energy. So for example, if this is your goal, right? For the longest time, I wanted to break through 6-figure months. I'm like, I want to go make 6 figures a month. And I had this threshold, right? Above this threshold was scary. It's change, it's responsibility. And that's why I was never able to break through it for the longest time, because my thoughts and my emotions became my actions. And by taking action, I'm like, oh gosh, I'm going to go and do that. Then what comes? I was scared of the outcome. I was like, we even got close, like 96,000 a month, 97,000 a month. But I did one simple thing and got rid of those false beliefs. I raised the threshold above the goal. We aimed for 200,000 and we blasted through $100,000 months, right? I removed those limiting beliefs, went and doubled down on what's working right now, thought about more positive things in my life, had those better emotions, and took the actions to support them. A lot of people get stuck in the negative stuff, comparing yourself to others, not having the big passion thing that's going to help you go and achieve your goals. But focus on the step right in front of you, become present, and really fear can't exist in the present moment. And you're going to realize what you're good at, what your accomplishments are. And then you're going to open your eyes to the world and see how many people are suffering with the things you've already solved. And we have to just make that step. All right, so if thoughts plus emotions and actions equal results, then committing to a conversion event that sells your highest value alone will immediately start to raise your energy. Acknowledge the thought and let it go. Keep moving, acting, and doing the work. Find one thing that scares you and do it anyway. So when I teach people how to do a conversion event or launch an offer, they're scared. You got to just act in the moment, be present, and do it anyway. You got to put yourself out there. It's the hardest thing for a lot of people. And even for me, like I've had a successful company for 4 years now, and I'm now just starting to put myself out there. This is my first time, by the way, streaming live on YouTube, Facebook profile. Like in the past, I would just do this hidden on Zoom, or I would do it hidden in a Facebook group. So for me, it's a change, but I'm stepping into that. I'm ready to go share the message to help the people that need it the most. You all told me, a couple hundred of you voted on our poll. 46% of you said you don't have an offer. I want to make sure that you get what you need today to go start taking the actions to charge your worth and create an offer that's going to go help people. All right, so raising and focusing your energy is going to simultaneously raise your mass and move you to a higher threshold. So we got to double down on what's working. And once you move through your higher threshold, there's going to be a pushback, right? I remember our first time breaking through $100,000 a month. We did that over a year ago. And then like I went months without doing that because I pushed through, and then chaos started happening, and it tried to like push me back down and intimidate me back to safety, which was like, you know, around $50,000, $60,000 months. Like this is where you belong. This is where you're comfortable. For some of you, you'll break through and have your first $1,000 month, $10,000 month, and so on. And then the next month, you're going to go right back down to safety. We got to continue to break through the threshold by doubling down the energy of what's working. So one action you need to take right now to start increasing your mass. Like think about that one action. Is it to build the offers, to launch the offer? Is it to refine your offers? Is it to make a hard decision, stop serving the people that aren't moving forward? It's probably the action that scares you most. It might be, for example, raising your prices. Anyway, let's dive in. This is where it's going to get really good. I know we got to do some of the mindset stuff, but that's so important because most of your problems for most people, including myself, when I started out, was the mindset. But now to get into the actual like logistics, I want to show you how to take a product and show you how it compares to turning it into an offer. Yeah, Tom says it. Fear of success is a real thing. Absolutely. It really is, right? Who am I going to leave behind? What's going to have to change? All the things. One of my biggest things was like, whoa, you know, if I start having a lot of success, I'm the first in my family to do that. Am I going to leave my tribe? And like, you know, no, they've all leveled up. Everyone's inspired, and like, we're all leveling up together now. It's pretty impressive to see. I love it. And like, I love watching others do the same for me. I love being motivated by people around me that break through new thresholds. I'm like, wow, they did it. I'm going to do it too. And we all come up together. All right. So product versus offer, increase the perceived value to make the price become irrelevant. A lot of people are afraid to charge. Like when I started charging $10,000 and then $15,000 and then $30,000 for my services, when I look at what we give, I'm like, wow, that's actually a steal. Like some of these people come in, we run their challenge and they make 6 figures in their first one. And then we help them do it every single month for like months and years later. I mean, that's a $1 million plus business and we charge 30 grand, like perceived value. What's the cost if they don't do it? Every month they don't do this, they're losing $100,000. It makes that $30,000 like, wow, actually I could definitely see myself doing this. So what conversations are going on in the mind of my ideal customer? You have to understand that. What objections and false beliefs are they having, and list them out. What are they having about the vehicle, the process? Like when I teach challenges, there's going to be a lot of false beliefs and objections to doing a 5-day challenge. Is this the best model? How does it compare to this? It seems like a lot more work than booking calls and taking sales calls, all the things. I show them how it's actually a lot easier in the long run to do. Internal false beliefs. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could launch an offer. I don't think I could go live. I'm not good enough. And then external, right? This seems like a lot of work. It's going to take me, I don't have the time. I'm focused on this other coach. I'm focused on this other offer. I'm going through this course right now. Time. I don't have the money. What are other people going to think if I start going live on all the platforms? They're going to be like, what is Doug even doing? Right? I don't care. Like, judge away. You're going to realize people aren't judging. They're so worried about what other people are thinking about them. When like in reality, it's like, just stay in your lane and focus because you know you're helping others. That's why I don't care about going live on all platforms anymore because I know it's going to help and reach so many more people. So write out all the false beliefs that you know your audience is having. Like right now, I've been taking notes. I know all the false beliefs people have about what we're currently doing with Grant's offer, why people say no to enrolling in our programs. And then I want you to create the solution for every single one of these things that they're telling themselves. What can I put into my offer that's going to help them overcome that false belief or that objection? And I'm going to show you today how to offer stack and how that works. But every single thing has a exact solution for the problem going on in their minds. Decide what are the most important, and then you're going to include that in your offer, and you're going to organize them in the right order to create your offer stack. So we're going to do an example. Some of you guys may have seen this before. I've refined it a little bit, but not knowing anything about these two different softwares, which one would you say looks like a better deal? Right? Is it this one on the left or the one on the right? You don't know anything about these. You never heard of them before. What one looks like a better deal? Right? You could comment below. You could put it in the chat. All of you watching, right? All right, let me know who's still with me. Everyone's saying the right because they know it. The truth is, you don't actually know. If I told you you don't know these two softwares, which one looks like a better deal, you'd be like, I don't know. They both look like funnel software, website software, right? CRM software. The truth is you don't know. So if you are someone who doesn't know about these two products, what are you going to do? You're going to say, which one's cheaper? Okay, like this one's cheaper. I'm going to go with this. No, that's not what happens here. Why you guys all said the one on the right? Because you already know they have an amazing offer. That's why people pay more money for ClickFunnels than they will for their competitors, because they've learned how to take a product like a software and turn it into something much greater. You're getting community, you're getting training, the best marketing training in the world. You're getting images, you're getting funnel scripts, you're getting pretty much everything you would need to go. And every single one of these, by the way, overcomes a false belief. I don't know how to write copy. Boom, we got funnel scripts. I don't know how to create graphics. We got funnel images. I don't know how to create a funnel in general. I got 12 funnels for you. I don't know how to create a funnel. We got funnel builder secrets. We got traffic secrets. Every solution is in here for every objection someone has to signing up to ClickFunnels. And the people that know this know how to create amazing offers. And that's why they could charge more and don't have to compete on price anymore. All right. So creating an offer, this really works for everything you see here. This is one number one question I get. Doug, does offer creation work for this? Does it work for this? It's like, man, how often are you going to try to talk yourself out of doing this thing? Like, yes, it works. If you need more leads, more sales, and a better way to enroll others into what you're currently selling online or offline, this works for affiliate offers, online courses, coaching programs, software, done-for-you services. Local businesses could do this. Network marketing, physical products, continuity programs, right? Memberships, selling multiple things. Creating an offer will solve the majority of your problems, especially when you learn how to communicate to the market and solve a specific problem for a specific person that has the resources to move forward with you. Okay. We're not going to get too much into this, but I want to show you just a couple examples. This makes it like tangible. 3 types of offers. So let's talk about low ticket. You're going to start out with low ticket, some of you, and you're going to struggle because you don't feel the confidence to go enroll people into something that's high ticket, whatever that means to you, whatever the price is on that. But the truth is, it's harder to sell this than it is to sell this. You could sell less people at a higher price point with a bigger problem than going to sell people down here. But I know from experience, I know I had to start down here because I didn't feel confident enough to go and do something like this. But when you start really stepping into the person you could help that has the resources and the problem that they want solved, and you go and study the skills to help them solve that problem in a different way that they want it solved in, you're going to be able to succeed at that. But this low ticket range, I would say for me personally, is probably below $500. Some people say 1,000 is high ticket, but it's all about your perception. Introduction offer, online course, masterclass, workshop, affiliate offers. And affiliates could be core offers or high ticket as well. But most people start with the introduction offer, like a $7 PDF or free, something like that. And what's cool about that is you get them into that offer, and then usually that product owner or company will go and upsell them for you. You make the introduction, you get a commission, you don't own the product. Core offer, I would say between $500 to $3,000. These are like coaching programs or courses or a done for you service. And then high ticket, just give you a couple examples. I know there's a lot more here, usually between 3,000 and up. Online courses, coaching programs, masterminds, done for you services. And typically, the larger the problem you're going to solve, the more they're going to pay. And it's, again, just, if it were up to me, I could go back 4 years ago. I think there's a natural evolution of confidence, but I would go back and just jump right up here because it's so much easier to solve a bigger problem for somebody that makes them a lot more, whether it's money or it's health or relationships. A lot of people say, Doug, I don't have an online business that makes people money. Like I sell health or improved relationships or anything like that. Well, the truth is, like, you could tie that back to a number. Right? What's it going to cost them if they stay in a bad relationship or they stay in bad health? Right? You could tie that back to something, and the pain becomes much greater. The cost of an action becomes much greater, and they will pay you a lot of money to go solve that problem for them. So it's just kind of like a free pricing structure from free to paid, right? Challenges or webinars or trainings, low ticket, core offer, just for you visual learners that want to see this like at scale. All right, so I want to talk about setting up this offer now. Don't compete on price to be the cheapest, be the most expensive, but look like a deal. Who is your dream customer or client? What are the false beliefs or objections that they have? Use these objections to drive the sales message and offer, and your offer is a solution to overturn their objections. I'm going to walk you guys through like exactly how I do this. All right, so don't compete on price to be cheapest. Get to know your customer. Who is that person? In the beginning, I was working with people that were just starting out. I still help those people. The truth is, I can't help someone that doesn't have an offer. If I'm going to help you run a challenge, you're going to have something to invite people to at the end of that challenge. And if you don't have that offer, it's going to be a lot harder for me to go help people make an offer. So that's why I'm not charging for this class today, because I just want to give it to you so you go create an offer and maybe you go and get results. And you're like, Doug, I don't want to do sales calls to sell this offer. I want to work with you and your Full-Time Freedom Academy to help me launch a 5-day challenge and enroll clients one-to-many and make it repeatable with systems and a team every single month. Right? So now I don't sell to people that like are trying to get their core offer. I give them this training, something very similar to this now. Just say, hey, go here, take this and create your offer. What are the false beliefs and objections that they have? Find out what their biggest false beliefs are. For me, most of the time when I'm help people with a challenge, sometimes they don't believe that a challenge is the best model. And then I could prove to them simply that them being on sales calls all day with professional time wasters, or worse, I think, is hiring a team to do it for them that they don't trust, or that's not carrying their brand, or they're paying expensive commissions to, or their turnover is high and they're stressed out because their team keeps leaving them. I'd much rather just go show them that a challenge is easier. You'll get the best clients that get the best results. It'll filter out all the people that aren't willing to do the work. If someone's not willing to show up to your 5-day challenge and get through it and do the work, how do you think they're going to show up to your program or your offer? So that's an example. That's just one. There's a lot more. Use these objections to drive the sales message and offer, and then your offer becomes a solution to overturn their objections. So your offer should do a few things, right? You have you know who you help, the problem you solve, you got the solution that they want it solved in. We have to make sure that the offer itself enhances the product you are selling. So ClickFunnels, I showed the example. They're a software. So how do they enhance the product? Well, they think about all the objections and false beliefs, and then they give you things to overcome them. I'm not good at copy. Boom. This comes with a year of funnel scripts. I'm not good at images. We got a whole library of them for you. We've got funnel templates. I'm not good with traffic. Boom. We give you traffic secrets. I'm not the expert secrets. We're going to give you this training here. So you want to increase the perceived value and expedite the results. There's no other software out there that I'm aware of that does the education and the offers that ClickFunnels throws. I'm not trying to sell you ClickFunnels time. They're a prime example of a commodity in the market, a software, a funnel builder. They turn it into like a very exciting offer that people love. So here's some questions to understand here is, what is the customer's ideal outcome? What are the obstacles or problems, the thing that you are selling that's going to create for the customer? And how can you create a solution to that and give it away as part of the offer? So start thinking about this right now. What's your offer? What's the problem it's going to create for others? So for example, I teach people 5-day challenges. The problem it's going to create is, yes, there's a lot of work to do to set this thing up. But what if I could create our funnel template, show you the framework to import that template, create it? What if I gave you all of our email scripts? What if I gave you SOPs for everything to do before, during, and after the challenge? What if I gave you an assistant to help you run this that's trained on all these processes and can help you? What if I give you all the graphics? What if I help you learn how to fill your events every single month after month? These are all the things I hear from people saying, how do I fill my event? Boom, we've got this part of the offer. It's called our sold out virtual events curriculum. It's going to help you fill your challenge every month. So think about all the things they're saying no to and create a part of the solution and include it as a bonus to your offer. All right, I know I'm giving you guys a lot here, but for those of you here, some of you guys are already going to get this replay, but I'll show you how to get this replay if you want to go through this again. If it's watching on YouTube or social, this won't be up in an hour from now once we're finished. So make sure you're paying attention, you're taking notes. Communicating your core or high ticket offer, right? Number one, it has to solve a clear, concise problem and then deliver a result of some sort. Number two, get them to take action quickly towards their goal, and then give them everything they need to do it faster. The what, the why, the how-to, examples, coaching, assets, feedback, support, community, direct access to you, events, awards, acknowledgement, exposure, gamification. These are all the things you could put in to enhance the offer to expedite the results that they bought your offer for and prevent the problems that you know it's going to create. And the best thing you could do is overcome false beliefs. Most people are talking themselves out of doing the thing they know they want the most. I've talked to a lot of people this week. Grant Cardone put out one of the best offers. I'm not just saying it because I'm promoting it. It's literally the best offer I've ever seen in my life. When I think about all the vehicle false beliefs, the internal false beliefs, and the external false beliefs of people that are trying to be successful with their online business, he's literally got multiple things in the offer stack to overcome these false beliefs. He's got things to help you with your internal false beliefs. He's got ways to help you do it faster with live coaching and support. Like hiring Grant Cardone for coaching is over $100,000. He's including 7 days of live coaching in his offer right now. It's unheard of. But anyway, vehicle false beliefs just mean this. Whatever you're selling, think about this. Why the product will not work. What is your audience telling yourself about why that product won't work for them? For Grant, it's like, hey, this is just another course. I bought courses. This isn't going to work. And then Grant is like, this is not a course. This is a masterclass series. You'll be done with it in 2 weeks. You'll study for 1 hour. You'll come to our 1 live hour coaching session with Grant and his team. And in 1 week, it's done. You're graduating within the 1 week of study, 1 week of the coaching, and then you're done in 2 weeks, right? Vehicle. This is not a course. Internal false beliefs. Why this won't work for me? This won't work for me because I don't have an offer yet. I don't have a course yet. They threw in a bonus, how to create your course in a weekend, right? He showed you how to go from 0 to 100K with Brandon Dawson. And then it shows you, okay, well, this is for beginners. This isn't for me. No, there's a masterclass alone for how to go from 100K to a million, how to go from a million to 10 million, 10 million to 25 million, 25 million to scalable $125 million. These are a series of masterclasses to help people at all levels. External false beliefs, time, money, right? The time is demolished. You're going to be done with this in 2 weeks. This is congruent with exactly what you're doing. You have another coach, you have another course. This is going to go hand in hand. If you want more leads, more sales, make your life easier and scale your business online in a down economy, you're going to be able to do this in 2 weeks and learn everything you need to do, right? Time, money. So like, what are people saying to you why they're not buying your offer? And how can you put in these bonuses? I'm going to show you guys exactly how this works and 2 different examples today. All right. To make sales, to make it just, easier to solve the problem of inconsistent client acquisition, you got to make the problem bigger. Find the problem and make it bigger. The solution, you got to make it brighter. What is more attractive? How do they want their problem solved? What have they tried that hasn't worked? Consequence, what's the pain of not solving the problem and what is it costing you not to implement? Right. So I talk to my clients, what's the consequence of continuing on the path you're on if you're doing sales calls and you're doing all the cold DMing and all that? How do you solve that with a one-to-many invitation? What happens when you stay on that path and we're talking in a year from now? So problem, make it bigger, solution, make it brighter, and consequence, what's the pain of not solving the problem for your customers? All right. Now, I'm going to break these down for you guys, right? We got the problem, the solution, the consequences. I'm going to show you guys examples of each of these that you want to learn to get really good at communicating with your offer creation. The problem, right? For me, I help people solve these problems. Inconsistent client acquisition, 2 to 3% conversion rates, right? Most people are doing these and they got real low conversions. They're doing everything on their own. They're all over the place. They're launching a new idea or a business every month, and they're starting from zero every month. Inconsistent client enrollments or like ascensions, unqualified clients that are stressing them out, not doing the work. Cold messaging, expensive ads, high cost per acquisition. They're overwhelmed. They have long sales cycles, wasting time on the phone with tire kickers, high commission payouts to a team, managing sales team turnover. These are the problems that I solve by helping people run a one-to-many enrollment event. Right. So I'm very aware of the problems I solve. Now I just got to communicate that to the market loudly, consistently. The solution. And again, I'm just coming up with all the ideas. This isn't everything. Like, just brain dump all the possible solutions you can incorporate into your offer. It can be done for you or done with you, step by step. There's checklists, hiring SOPs, training for teams, funnel templates, promo strategy, promotional content templates, email scripts, graphic templates, weekly support calls, interview to promote your challenge. I can interview you and promote it for you. Done for you offer creation, having a solid community of people doing this together, networking, collaborating to help one another. All the systems, evergreening the solution, paid ad training and setup, growth strategies, done for you tech and automation setup, one-on-one calls with me and my team, monthly mastermind, in-person events. So when I think about the problem, how can I solve it? Here's really some of the ideas that I come up with. Then you have the consequence. What's the pain of not solving the problem? The cost of others not doing a 5-day challenge, for example, like, what is it costing them not to implement a challenge? What change is, why change now versus putting it off? These are the things I want them to become more aware of. What would you like to see this look like in a year from now? What currently happens if this does not happen? So for me, a lot of the people that come and find me, they're making like $10,000 a month, maybe less, maybe more, doing sales calls, and they're burning out. They got to fill their call schedule every week. They got to manage the process, and 1 out of 10 of them buy and the other 9 don't, and that's exhausting. So if their goal is $50,000 per month, they could do 1 event a month, one-to-many offer, and crush their goal. If I could help them do that, and I show them how I do that, it's costing them $40,000 per month to solve, like, not have that problem solved. It's costing them $40,000 a month. That's going to cost them $160,000 by the end of the year. With zero growth, that's going to cost them over $500,000 in the next 12 months. Headache, stress of doing everything alone, lack of systems, lack of support. So like help them do the math of what it's going to cost them. And again, if you are a wellness or health or relationships offer, just know this. Don't undervalue. Like you don't have to help people make money, because the truth is, if you help them solve their health and their wellness and their relationships, just naturally in life, they're going to become a better person that's going to attract the abundance that they deserve. You solving their health, wellness, and relationship goals, and those problems, you're helping them solve those problems, hit their goals, is far better than any make money online offer. You need to show them how the cost is far greater. Can you tie it to a number? Do you have to even do that? But the cost and the consequence is massive. If you could help them see that, and then they could see how you help them solve it in faster time with better results, that's when they say yes to your offer. So now you're starting to get clear on your offer stack. What can you add to it that will 2x the value of that offer? Right? So bonus number 1, vehicle false belief. Well, I'll show you guys an offer stack here shortly. The first bonuses should speak to the vehicle, the process. How can I help them implement this process that's going to be far better than what they're currently doing, and get them to see that this solves that? Bonus number 2, internal false beliefs. What can you include with them to help build up that internal belief in them to go out there and do this themselves? Right? Community of others is a great one here. Private community of others doing the same and being around people that are winning. Bonus number 3, external false beliefs. How can you help them save time, money, and resources and energy to implement your offer and get the result quicker? And you have fast action bonuses. What makes them act right now? Pay in full bonuses. What do they really want? Give them that one thing. Make the pay in full bonus worth more than the entire thing put together. Guarantee. What removes all of the risk? Right? Can you include some kind of guarantee? Scarcity. How can you limit the offer X spots available? Urgency. Why now? Closing date. So every offer stack I do will incorporate at least a handful of these. I don't always do every single one of them. I'll tell you some of the best ones are some kind of bonus, some kind of guarantee, some kind of urgency and scarcity. And that's probably the most important piece of it. People wait to the last minute. All right. Now let's put it all together. Everything I showed you today, how can we put this all together, right? Currently, I have an online coaching program. We're currently closed for enrollment. So I'm not here to sell you the academy. I'm just showing you as an example. I'm not taking any new clients on right now. Here's our product. It's just, it's a curriculum, but that's not all it is. I'm not just a course. You have a team of people, assets to deliver, support, accountability. So here's how I turn my product. People tell me, Doug, I don't just want another course. I need help with this 5-day challenge thing. I'm like, cool, we got an offer for you. How did I come up with this offer? I asked myself what I showed you earlier. What is a customer's goal that they want to achieve from working with me? They want a 7-figure business. They want time freedom, community, growth, financial freedom, impact, more time back with loved ones. What are the obstacles or problems that the thing I'm offering will create for the customer? Honestly, one of our biggest problems is we give people so many new clients, they have to pause their challenge. They can't do it every month. So I help them solve that with fulfillment systems. They're worried about how to fill their events, how to run the events, how to do it repetitively every single month, how to set up the tech. Right? I've made a list of all the problems or objections this is going to create for them. I solve them with the offer stack. So this is how I then create the solution to enhance the result, the speed of which they'll get the result, and overcome the obstacles and beliefs. Speaking of beliefs, I want to know, what are the vehicle, internal and external false beliefs, and help them overcome those with my offer stack. A lot of people say, Doug, I don't need the help. I can do this on my own. It's funny because they come back to me months later, like, oh, I tried it. It didn't work. I had low show up rates, low engagement. No one bought. I'm like, yeah, because you didn't do these things I told you to do. Right? I don't need another course or program. Does it actually work? Who's having success with it? Will this work for my business? Does this work for my niche? Seems like a lot of work, right? This is what I hear, and I've found ways to solve this in my offer stack. Internal false beliefs. I'm not an expert. I can't go live for 5 days. I'm not sure I could do this. I can't handle a lot of new clients at once. I have no idea where to start. I won't do the work. I don't understand the tech. Internal false beliefs. I'm going to solve them with my offer stack. Lastly, external false beliefs. I'm not sure I have the time to run an event. I can't afford your program. Right? What are other people going to think as I go live on social media? External false beliefs. I'll show you how that I solve these in my offer stack. So now we put this into practice. Write down the goal of what your ideal customer wants. What are the objections, false beliefs, and problems that are potentially going to arise, right, from the product that you're selling? And then I want you to create a solution to every single one of them. Too many new clients? No worries. We have a fulfillment system. We help you make a database for your clients and hire a client success director or manager to help you with this. You don't have to worry about onboarding or fulfilling. Like, you just focus on your event every month. How to fill events? Well, you got to come up with a marketing system that works. How to run the event, step-by-step curriculum to show you step-by-step how to get it set up, and so on, right? So I find the solution. And now I could go here and create the offer stack. Objection and problem. Here are all the objections of the problem that my potential solution will create. Here's a solution and the offer that I could stack in here. Here's the retail cost or the value that I could show people what this is worth. Right? We saw a curriculum for $15,000. Our done for you challenge set, we charge $30,000. All the assets, I've paid a team $15,000, probably more now, to build the funnel, the emails, the promo, everything I give to my clients. Hiring SOPs for the team, weekly coaching calls. You add it all up and you're like, here's what it looks like. Now you could take the best one of these that solve the biggest problems and include them in your offer stack. Boom, here we go. All right, this is our offer. Full-Time Freedom Academy, you get 6 systems curriculum, done for you challenge setup, challenges assets, hiring and SOPs for your team, weekly coaching calls, monthly mastermind, one-on-one support with me, all my courses, private community, interview to promote your challenge, value $115,000, one time for $15,000, right? Cost of inaction, if you want to make $50,000 a month, and you're not there yet, it's costing you the difference. If you make $10,000 a month, you're costing yourself $40,000 a month by not doing this. Our clients come in, they do their first challenge in 30 days, they repeat it month after month, right? What's the value over the course of the year that you're missing out by not doing an event? I show them this and they're like, wow, $15,000 doesn't seem like that much now. I want you to do the same thing for your offers. Does that make sense? Cool. So that's everything I've got in offer stacking. If you guys are signed up to the core offer with Grant Cardone, by the way, you guys are going to get these slides. You're going to get this replay, by the way, in our private community. So if you guys are, by the way, drop in the comments below. Who here, just put Unbreakable in the chat if you've already signed up to Grant's offer and you're all in. I know Tom's there, Kat, cool. Yeah, you guys, this is part of our 8 weeks. This is part of our 8 weeks together. You guys that are signed up for Grant's offer, you're joining me for 8 weeks of content just like this, but I can't, obviously this is a lot to consume in an hour and a half. So these 8 weeks, we're going to help you. You're going to leave here with this all done. 1 hour a week of going through with me, and then 1 hour coaching call with me for 8 weeks. We're going to start after Grant's delivery is done. Grant's program starts tomorrow. His live kickoff call, his live coaching with Grant Cardone tomorrow. It's going to be live every day from Monday to next Saturday. So kick off tomorrow, Monday through Saturday's graduation. You're done with Grant stuff. You've got his 5 Unbreakable Business Systems implemented. We then have 10X Growth Con. You get a free ticket to that in his offer for 3 days, the 14th, 15th, 16th. We start our 8 weeks, February 20th. 1 hour a week, live coaching. We're not going to be teaching on like this. It's going to be discussions. We're going to be on the Zoom room, actually having hot seats, audits. Like at that point, it's not about teaching. It's about helping you implement. And that's what we were planning on doing. And this is what we're doing. I'm going to show you the 7 simple steps to scale your business and scale your offer in those 8 weeks. All right. So number 1, the first thing we're going to do is take control of your finances. I don't care where you're at. Everyone can improve their financial skills. I'm looking at right now the way I organize my finances, and there's still things I'm paying for every month I just don't need. I'm excited for week 1 because I'm going to probably eliminate a couple $1,000s of bills that I don't even need or want to have. Everyone has them. Let's take control of your finances. We can't attract more of what we want in life if we're abusing what we already have. A lot of people I've talked to this week don't have the money to enroll in Grant's program. And I'm like, well, you're going to go spend that money on something else this month. That's less of like, you don't even need or want. It's not even helping you. So might as well go invest in yourself. A lot of you saw the opportunity to work with Grant and you took us up on that offer. Number 2, take control of your time. This is a big one. A lot of people right now are saying, Doug, I don't have time to take Grant's offer. I'm like, what are you currently working on? What's going on in your life? Well, why are you focusing on the 80% of the things that aren't getting you results? This is what gets you results. What I'm showing you right now, I know because it's worked for me every time I go through doing something new, launching a new offer. This is what I look at. 42 times proven. You have the time. If you're watching TV, if you're doing anything outside of growing your business, obviously you have to spend time with your loved ones, but like grow your business so you could do more of that. Number 3, create a winning offer. We're going to dive in a little bit deeper to what we did today, but we're actually going to implement this in week 3. You're going to have a week to get that done. Week 4, I'm going to show you how to automate your marketing. Week 5, make effortless sales by building a sales machine. Week 6, we're going to talk about world-class fulfillment first client delivery. And then week 7, we're going to go over build your 7-figure business systems to scale, right? Those are the 7 steps to get it to being scalable. And then the 8th week, we're going to talk about leadership. How do we take these systems and plug people in to take over the things I don't love doing in our business? And that's really what we're going to do. In 8 weeks, you're going to get, through Grant's program, and then we're going to work together. I'm doing this as a free coaching program, by the way, for anyone. It's a free bonus for anyone taking us up on Grant's Unbreakable Business System. Right? I want to talk about that real quick. These are the 8 weeks. A lot of you guys are already enrolled, but today's the last day to get this. That's why I really want to get you all here to show you an example of what I'm going to be able to help you do in these 8 weeks. So I want to implement what you're learning with Grant and his Unbreakable Business Systems coaching together, because I know what's going to happen. You might go through Grant's stuff. It's great content. Grant's a billionaire. He's learned, but that might intimidate you. I'm not that far ahead. Some of you guys are further ahead of me even, but I'm going to be able to break this down in relatable, tangible steps for you and actually get it done. You can get it done in the week with Grant. Of course you can, but I want to actually meet up with you in a smaller, intimate group where we could put you in hot seats, audit what you're doing, look at what you're doing, give you feedback together in this program. Okay. So I want to show you guys an offer stack. By the way, I'm going to show you everything. If this is your first time seeing Grant's offer and my bonuses to go along with it, today's the last day to enroll. But if you already know and you're convinced that you're not in, stick around for this. I just want you to do this one thing because I want you to learn this skill set. And I'm not the best, but I want to show you what I'm doing, how you can do this too. As I'm going through this offer stack, I want you to ask yourself, how does each of these bonuses and slides help me solve a limiting belief I'm facing or an objection that I have to invest in Grant's offer? Because that's what every slide I'm about to show you is intended to do. And if you do this and you do this for your own offers, you're going to help shift beliefs, break their limiting objections, all the things, right? So I'm going to show you these slides right now. If you're not in Grant's offer, even if you are, pay attention to each of these slides and ask yourself, how does this one bonus help me overcome a limiting belief I have to working with Grant and Doug? Or how does it shift an objection that I have about joining this offer? Make sense? Let me know. Make sense in the comments or the chat below if this makes sense. Okay. This is where it gets real good. I want you to really understand this. So as most of you know, if you don't know, Grant Cardone and I have partnered up. There's other partners involved. And I am all in on the Unbreakable Business Systems. It's pretty amazing what he's put together for everybody. This is a 7-day program, and you're going to have your entire 2023 Unbreakable Business Plan on the 5 most vital areas of your business. A lot of people take years and years to build out these 5 departments. And Grant has created this bundle that I think should be a no-brainer for most. Some people are, I'll show you why people are taking up on the offer and then why others aren't. And I want to show you what we're doing to help you make a decision that could solve major problems in your business, right? Unbreakable money and mindset. Most people aren't investing in this because they don't have the right mindset around money. They're abusing their money. They don't have the money in their bank account. I know because I was there 4 years ago when I was negative in the bank, 6-figure student loan debt, 400 credit score, and I changed my mindset. And in that 1 month, I went out and not only did I leave my job with a negative bank account, talk about taking a risk. I had to take a leap of faith. I made $54,000 my next month after doing that because I was backed into a corner. I spent the last of my money to take a leap and I was forced into action. I knew what it was like to be broke and I didn't want to go back there, right? So Grant's going to show you how to build unbreakable money mindset in 1 hour. This is an hour masterclass. You're going to go through it. Then you have a live coaching session with him next Monday on this topic. So you're going to learn the 5 reasons most people are broke and how to avoid them. So this is for you. If you're saying you don't have the money right now, the truth is you spent on something you don't even need this month. It's already gone. Go and find it and stop spending money on things you don't need, and go learn how to build the mindset that's going to attract the wealth you deserve. Get access to 7 billionaire money hacks. Discover the 3 most dangerous things you were taught about money. Build your plan to $1 million and beyond. And he's even give you his free access to his $1 million playbook. He sells this standalone for $997, this one masterclass. Second part of the masterclass series is Unbreakable Marketing Systems. You have the money mindset. Now you need to come up with the offer and learn how to market it. Learn the biggest mistakes you are making in your marketing, the 10 commandments of marketing for an unbreakable business. Learn the simple exercise to get 365 days of marketing content, get 5 billion dollar lead gen strategies, even beginners can implement. Bonus, you're going to get the Cardone marketing swipe file of the best performing 10x marketing campaigns. Proven. Again, this masterclass is valued at $997 standalone. It's going to help you solve your marketing problems. Communication. This is a big one. People underestimate communication. This is the Unbreakable Communication System Masterclass. And again, these are all an hour to an hour and a half. Like, it's not this long course you're not going to finish. You're going to finish this literally by next week. Learn how to communicate with power and persuasion. Discover the strategy to get more clients in a day than you normally get in a year. Get the formula to monetize the most underutilized marketing channel in the world. Learn this simple 4-step communication framework responsible for over $500 million in sales. And I mean it. If you're like, Doug, there's no way I could go do a presentation like this. There's no way I could communicate my message. I don't know how to talk one-to-many. I don't even know how to talk one-on-one. This is the communication you need to master. Like, this is probably the most important thing. Your words are the most important thing you should really discover on how to communicate your message. Because without that, you're never going to be successful online, offline, or in life in general. $997 value for that masterclass. The fourth part of this system is the Unbreakable Sales System. Learn the exact steps to reverse engineer your dream outcome. Get access to the only 3 things that will build unbreakable confidence in sales, even for introverts. Discover the 3 easiest places to find customers and exactly what to tell them. Learn the 4 reasons customers say no and how to handle these objections. Bonus, the Closer Survival Guide, 100 ways to handle any objection in business. By the way, this is how Grant trains his sales team. His world-class global elite sales team, one of the best in the world, is trained on this product. And then lastly, everyone's like, I want to scale my business, but you haven't even set the first 4 systems. You got to go do that first. Then you can start scaling. Here's how you do it. You're going to learn how to scale your business the right way in any economy based off 4,000 businesses and spending tens of millions of dollars. 7 breakpoints every business will hit that you must break through to avoid revenue interruptions. Get access to high-performance team blueprint used by billion-dollar companies to find, retain, and align great employees that treat the company like their own. Right. And I know a lot of you are thinking, well, I don't have a $1 billion business. Well, these are the fundamentals that you need to start implementing. These 5 systems, no matter if it's just you with no idea, you got to start somewhere. You got to implement these 5 systems, even if it's just you and your own self running your business. Start by managing all the systems yourself. You're going to be able to build these systems literally in a week. And then you're going to have an hour session afterwards with Grant Cardone and his team to help you through this. Is over in a week. Your graduation day is February 11th. This starts tomorrow. The cutoff is today. Tomorrow is the first session, the kickoff call. And if you can't make it to those, you can actually get the recordings as well. But I would do whatever it takes to be there. It's not every day you get a week of coaching with Grant Cardone. They just recently added this. This is what's exciting, right? I know for me personally, like, I'm not ready for 10 million to 25 million. I'm not ready for 25 million to 125 million. Some of you aren't ready for 1 million to 10 million. Where are you? Are you 0 to 100K? Do you want to go from 0 to 100K this year in business? Do you want to go from $100,000 to 1 million? In the future, you'll have these. I know in the future, I'm buying this product for this one thing alone. Honestly, just being transparent. Like, I just want the replays to this. I want this course area because I know maybe in a year or 2 from now, I'll be going from 10 million to 25 million. I'll have that series from Brandon Dawson, who teaches this. And I don't want to pay $10,000 for this program later. They're throwing this in for a free bonus, guys. So this is going to be your Revenue Breakpoint Masterclass series by Brandon Dawson. Look him up. He's a genius at scaling businesses. Learn how to go from 0 to 100K, and then 100K to 1 million, 10 million to 25 million, and then 25 to 125 million. A lot of you are right here, 0 to 100K. This one unbreakable business masterclass right here is going to help you. Like this thing alone could help you recover your investment. Like this right here, if you're 0 to 100K, is going to be everything you need to go and learn what you need to do to get there. All right. So build your unbreakable business plan. Here's how it's going to work. Tomorrow is the kickoff call. February 6th to the 10th is a live coaching with Grant and his team. February 11th is the graduation day. February 15th to the 16th is 10X Growth Con, their live event. You get a virtual ticket included in this as a bonus. February 20th, you work with me, right? I'm no billionaire, but I've probably achieved some things that you're probably hoping to achieve in your life. And I could bring it back to a more tangible, more relatable situation. I'm going to walk you through how I'm implementing what I just learned in the past 2 weeks with Grant and show you what I'm doing right now to set my year up for the best year of our business. All right. 1 hour a week. We're going to work with you in a private community. And if you can't be on the lives, we're doing it 2 sessions, by the way. People are like, Doug, I don't know if I can make your live call every week. We're doing 1 in the morning, 1 at night. So no matter where you are in the country, you're going to be on one of my live sessions. And if for some reason you can't, you can still pre-submit your questions and you get lifetime access to everything that we're doing together. If you're busy on something right now, you get all this. It's not going away. Imagine what's going to cost you later to go and try to invest in this, if it's even available, right? I know personally, I'll never coach for free again as a bonus. I'm doing this because Grant and what he's offering, I'm such a firm believer in what he's doing. I want to make this a no-brainer for you guys. All right. You're also going to get, if you miss his challenge, you're going to get the replays and the speaker bonus. That was really cool. Actually, they have that included in this offer. If you want the replays to his challenge, it was amazing watching TD Jakes, Brandon Dawson, Pete Vargas, Grant, Elena Cardone spoke about, how to get the support from your loved ones, and what her role is and how she really runs the team and the operations. It was just a fantastic week. You're going to want these. New bonus announcement, right? Like I mentioned, it's going to be Grant live coaching session with him and his team, 5 live virtual coaching sessions with Grant and his team. Hands-on training to apply and implement Unbreakable systems, which, by the way, will take you an hour to an hour and a half for each system. You could do it starting next Monday, right? Money mindset, go through an hour and a half, come to the live coaching call that night. And repeat that for 5 days. You graduate on that Saturday, February 11th. You're done with this literally in a week. You get a free ticket to 10X Growth Con. They sell these virtual tickets for $997 alone just for this event. Attend the greatest business and success event on the planet from the comfort of your home. Sit back, listen to the biggest speakers, watch the best entertainment, and 10X your goals, your actions, and results in 2023. People literally have paid $997 for this. This is really, like, I looked up on their website, it's $997 a ticket. You're getting it as a free bonus for taking them up on his Unbreakable Business Systems. These are next week, the 14th, 15th, 16th. If you're going to be there live, by the way, I'm going live in person. Let me know if you're going to be there. Let's link up. I'm looking forward to meeting you in person. All right. And again, like I mentioned, getting live coaching from Grant alone, I've looked up what it looks like to work with Grant. It's a $100,000 investment to get live coaching from Grant. You can't get coaching outside of anything. He's doing it because he wants to show you how to go and build Unbreakable Business this year. All right. So all of this and more, right? When you sign up to Unbreakable Business Systems. Now, I know you're probably like, that's a great offer, but I really just want to, is this going to get me the result? I don't need another course, all the things, right? There's a lot more stacked here. Do not get overwhelmed by this. Know this. Personally, I'm going to go through the workshops. I've already gone through half of them, guys. You get instant access. Go through the workshops immediately. Do it this weekend. Show up to Grant Cardone's live coaching calls, come to the virtual event, and then our coaching calls start on the 20th. Like my personal bonus, my 8 weeks of coaching. I'm going to help you make sense of all this. I'm going to show you how to organize all the things you're getting so you have access to them. I'm going to show you how to organize this, put it, and save time. A lot of people buy things and they lose access. I'm going to show you how to organize this and what order to go through it. If you were to go buy the speaker bonuses alone, if they're even available, it's over $27,000 worth of value. Russell's throwing in as a speaker bonus his funnelology curriculum and giving you 12 core funnel templates. Pete Vargas, if you're not clear on where your even starting point is, he's giving you his clarity workshop, $2,500 bonus right there that he sells and he's throwing in for free. If you're not sure on how to create your own product, build your course in a weekend workshop. This is something that he's sold in the past, not even available anymore. He's thrown this as a speaker bonus. for those of you who don't even know where to start with an offer and create a course. Grant is throwing in some new bonuses, your $2,500 negotiating and closing masterclass, and his personal sales team scripts, how he trains his sales team. Like, that's insane. Like, he's literally giving you how he helps his sales team negotiate and close, and their sales scripts as a bonus. Maybe you don't have a sales team yet, but when you do, you have the world's best teaching you. Just some other ones I'm not even gonna go into too much detail on, but these are all the other speaker bonuses that people are getting. I showed you Brandon Dawson's Scaling Masterclass series already. And again, you might not be ready to go watch this right now, but you'll have it in a few years from now when you're ready to go watch this. Like, this is lifetime access. Don't overwhelm yourself by saying, I'm never going to watch all this. You're not going to do it right now. I'm going to show you how to prioritize what to go through. And just one of these alone is going to help you. When you get to that next level in your business, for example, when you start selling and hiring sales teams, Dan Henry's throwing his Sell More Offers training. You might not be ready for that right now, but you'll have it. Lifetime access. Pace Morby creating a world-class community that buys training. Anthony Morrison's throwing in his webinar sales machine training, how he's done hundreds of webinars and perfected this framework. He's giving that to you. Natalie Dawson, building your team and scaling your business training. Stormy throwing in using social media and Instagram to build your business. Eric Worre's throwing his Unbreakable Confidence training. You want to increase your pricing. You want to go and take your message to the market. You want to go get loud. You want to create an offer. I'd probably start with Eric Worre's Unbreakable Confidence. Shonda's throwing her list power, how to grow and explode your email list. Peng Joon, building an unbreakable sales process. I loved his training. I can't wait to implement that funnel and that sales process he gave us. Look, I know this is a lot, but you can have all of this, and you don't have to say, I need to do it right now. You might be busy, but you'll have this for the future. I've already got it organized. I want to show you how I organize this with my logins, my passwords, everything in one place where I'm never going to lose it. I'm going to have access to it. I'm going to show you guys that in my 8 weeks. So here's what I really want to help you with is implement what you're learning and how to organize all these bonuses. We all know it's amazing. The value's there. This is where I'm going to personally help you for 8 weeks. All right. Week number 1, February 20th. We're going to talk about taking control of your finances. For those who are saying, I just can't afford this, Doug, you guys, nothing personal. I'm tired of hearing it. I've been talking to some people, this might seem direct. I've been talking to somebody for 3-4 years saying, I'm broke. I did that for 32 years. I wanted to end that madness, and I did. I want to show you what I did, a simple thing to take control of your finances that allowed me to pay off 6 figures in student loan, my loan debt in 6 months. Like, it's time to take control. The investment you're about to see is going to blow your mind how affordable it is. And you all truly can come up with it today if you really had to. And you have to. If you are broke, you have to do this, because what's going to happen when I reach out to you in a few months from now to help you? Doug, I'm still broke. I'm still like homeless. I'm still doing this. Like, it's at some point we have to say enough's enough. We have to take control. Take control of your time. I'm too busy, Doug. I just can't make this work. I'm too busy. I'm working with this other coach and all these coaches. You know, if you're watching this, is that coach helping you to their max capacity? Right? How long have you been working with that person? Not to say like that they're not doing their job, but at the same time, like, this is congruent. This is over in next 2 weeks. You'll have everything you need. This is going to go on for 8 weeks, 1 hour a week. And it's completely congruent with that coach or that course you're going through. If you want more sales, more leads, and you want to take back your time, get control of your finances, I would say that's congruent. Week number 3, creating a winning offer. I showed you a tidbit of what we're going to do together in week 3 today. Week 4, automating your marketing. Who here is just slaving away in the DMs, cold messaging, posting content, all the things, not sure what to post, what to email? I have a system. I want to show you how to automate your marketing and make it so much easier for you to generate quality sales, quality leads. And week 5, we're going to talk about building a sales machine. When your effort is put into marketing, your sales become effortless. You're taking orders at that point. Week 6, one of the most important weeks we're going to go through together is fulfillment first client delivery. Most of the market is talking about more leads, more sales, more leads. People don't want more leads and more sales. They want freedom. Does having more customers equal freedom? Probably not. But if you have happy customers who get results, give you testimonials, send you referrals, you'll never have to go market or sell ever again. We're going to talk about fulfillment first client delivery and how I structure a database to organize all of my customers and make sure that they're getting what they need and organizing everything from testimonials to referrals and everything there. Week 7, becoming a leader CEO training. Now it's like, if we have these systems built, you physically would burn out if you try to manage it all. At that point, you will be like, you're going to see how to be profitable and scale your business, but you can't do it alone. I want to show you the trials and mistakes I made from growing from just me by myself to a team of 11 now, and even current things I'm solving with that team, and show you what it takes to go get one person to help you. What does that look like? Where do you find them? How do you compensate them? Where's the growth look like? How do you let them just manage and trust yourself so you could trust them? There's a lot in this week to unpack. Week number 8, we're going to show you the 7-figure business systems to scale. All right. And at that point, you'll be ready for that, because we'll go through Grant's training, his coaching. We're going to go through our 8 weeks together. Now, I'm also going to include, at that point, you're going to need a faster way to enroll clients. You're going to be set up for success. I want to show you exactly what I do with our cold to client 5-day virtual event. You're going to get a free ticket. I charge $197 for this ticket. This is going to be sometime in March. Okay. So we're just going step by step here. Grant stuff, his coaching, my 8 weeks. And then at the end of those 8 weeks, you're going to be ready to acquire customers in a way that I don't see many people doing. Or if they are doing this, they're not doing it the right way. I'm going to show you how to come through our 5-day event and leave with your signature 5-day event or single day event. Doesn't matter. I want to create your signature client enrollment event and show you how to do this without having a big audience or paid ads. Because at that point, you're going to be ready. You're going to have everything set up, ready to enroll one-to-many. Bonus number 1, we're going to be throwing in our Freedom 101 curriculum that I'm going to be guiding you through this curriculum during our 8 weeks. It's very quick, fast to implement. We're going to be doing it live on 2 different coaching calls a week. I don't expect you to be on both. You just need one, but I'm making 2 times so people from different time zones can attend at least one a week. We're going to get you 100% clear on your direction, your finances, your time, your offer, your audience, your marketing, your sales, fulfillment, and systems to start and grow your business online. This product I literally sell for $5,000. And now I don't sell it anymore because I used to have all these different offers. Now I shut that down. It's still a really relative, great program. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put this in as a bonus to guide you through our 8 weeks together. You can't find this anywhere else. And when I used to sell, it was $5,000. Bonus number 2. Now, let's just say you get through these 8 weeks with me, which all of you will, because I'm going to hold you to it, and you're ready to go launch your event. The biggest problem I find of people having a virtual event is they don't know how to fill it. They don't know how to fill it month after month after month. So I'm currently, right as we speak, building a brand new curriculum. This is designed for 2023. I don't like selling old, outdated things. This is a brand new curriculum that I will be bringing to the market for $997. And you get this as a free bonus. Brand new curriculum on exactly how to structure and fill your signature virtual event to enroll more clients one-to-many. I'm going to show you at least 10 of the proven methods organically. And I can't honestly speak to paid too much because I'm all organic, you guys, but I'm doing some paid right now that's working really well. And I want to show you what these 10 methods are that are going to allow you to sell out your event every single month consistently, even if you repeat it every single month. It's exactly how I've filled my event 30 months in a row and what I'm doing differently this year. These are just fun bonuses. Like you're going to get my full interview with Grant. I haven't released this anywhere. Only the people taking me up on the Unbreakable Business Systems is going to see this interview. You might have seen clips on social, but this was a 30-minute interview that went an hour. We got in depth in some really cool topics. So we're going to throw in that interview with Grant Cardone. I also did one with Elena, and I actually have shared less content from this interview than what I've shared with Grant's. This is a great interview that's going to really help you learn how to get the support you deserve. Anyone here feel unsupported from friends and family and your partners? She shared with how you can get the support you need from your partner, your family, your friends, your loved ones, your team, your clients, and your audience to help you build a movement. If you feel unsupported, that's one of the hardest things to do is grow your online business because it's pulling you in 2 different directions. And if you just came together with this group of people, how much faster you could get there. Right? This one thing is going to solve a lot of big problems for a lot of people, in my opinion. I've gone through that, by the way, in the past. I don't deal with that anymore because I have a great support now, but I know what it's like. It's not fun. All right. And then lastly, I know Grant's going to give you guys everything you need. It's hard. I understand it's hard to listen to someone who's a billionaire because it's so it seems like it's so far out of their reach. But I want to show you what I'm learning from him and what I'm personally doing to build out my business this year, become recession proof, and how to build a 7-figure recession proof business. And this is good if even if you're just starting, like we're going to go through this together, hit your first 6 figures. How do we get the mindset to achieve the 7 figures? And how do we go beyond it? So seeing Grant's plan is one thing, but seeing a plan that is directly relatable to you is even more powerful to get the next steps of where you currently are. I'm going to help you do that. All right. That's my last bonus to you. Now, what's cool about this is there's a lot going on here. I've created a private community that we've currently got. This is an old picture, but we currently have over 100 of you in a private community that have taken me up on Grant's offer. This is not a Facebook group. I love this platform. I think it's so cool. If maybe you guys have heard it before, it's called School by Sam Ovens. We have our community right now. Everyone's getting in there. Everyone's introducing themselves, networking, collaborating. We have our classroom here where all the bonuses are hosted. You have our call calendar. You could click one tab over and see our entire call calendar, add them to your current calendar. If you're not working from a calendar, by the way, I'm about to change everything for you. We're going to get you organized. Take control of your time. It's going to help you earn more and take control, prioritize what's important to you. A lot of people saying they don't have time. I'm like, do you work from a calendar? Do you organize your folders? Are you staying productive? And they're like, no, I'm overwhelmed. I got all this. I'm like, it's because you're not working from a calendar. Guys, that's one of the best things you could do right now is learn to prioritize your time, cut your to-do list in half, get rid of all the things that are contributing to the productivity and the profits of your business. All right. So that's everything you're getting as a bonus. I'm doing this for free when you enroll into Grant's Unbreakable Business Systems today. Today's the last day. So what you're really getting, I know I showed you a lot of things, but here's what you're really getting. If I could sum this up, the change you have been desiring, probably some of you for a very long time, the transformation in your identity, your finances, and the life that will give you everything you've wanted and more together. That might be hard to believe, but if you're still stuck in the identity of, I don't have time, I don't have money, no one's supporting me, that's because you're surrounded by a bunch of broke people that aren't supporting you, don't want to see you win. Come surround yourself around a group of people leveling up together who are taking control of their life, their identity, their finances, their time, right? I had to do that. I had to move across the country to surround myself around people doing this. So you can do it in a community right now. We're going to help you. You're getting the Unbreakable Business Systems coaching. That's going to be the curriculum, 1 hour a day to go through those 5 systems. You get an hour coaching session with Grant and his team. That starts tomorrow's our kickoff call. Next Monday, your next Friday, it's done. Graduation call is February 11th. You're gonna get all the speaker bonuses I showed you earlier. You could go through those at your own pace, right? I'm not asking you to go through them right now. You might not ever go through all of them, but you have them, lifetime access. And then my bonuses start after Grant's program is delivered and done. Our first call is February 20th. We're going to meet for an hour a week for 8 weeks to help you really narrow this down and get this launched. Right? Maybe it's refining some of the things you saw today. Maybe it's setting up systems. Maybe it's about hiring. Maybe you just want to get your offer created and launched. Some of you want to go scale. We're going to do this together. All right. This is a one-time payment of $997 to get everything I just showed you in the last hour and a half. All right. What's pretty remarkable right now, I can't believe they did this. You could get started for $197 down today. They gave a payment plan for $197. All right. And here's the thing, like when I first invested in my coach, I went on a payment plan. And the reason I wasn't all in because I'm like, well, I'm thinking of the future, and I get the future. You got to kind of think about when you worry about the future, you're not going to solve the current problem. You're not going to be present enough to implement. And when I became present, I said, you know what? I could put the payment down. I'm not going to worry about the rest right now because I need to be present to implement. And I know when you become present, you're not going to fear the future. You're going to make decisions as your future self would want you to. And you're going to be able to implement everything that you just saw. And when you do, you show up and you put the work in, you can't fail unless if you quit, unless if you don't find a way to go and make this happen. Some people are so used to saying I'm broke, they're not even looking for the possibilities and the way to make it happen. $197 down. I still can't believe they even offer that payment option for everything they're giving. All right. And this is it, guys. We're counting down. I don't know the exact time frame right now, but I know it's less than 10 hours. I think it's 9 hours right now, 9 hours till this is gone forever. What's going to happen tonight at midnight Pacific time? Number one, you could count on this. I know this to be the truth because this is my thing. I don't believe I'll ever do 8 weeks of coaching free again. right? If some of you have been wanting to work with me in some capacity, you know, my coaching program costs over 5 figures to work with me, you're getting it as a free bonus right now. Dialed in 8 weeks. We're going to help you. That's not going to happen again. This is it. Don't say, I'll do this next time. That won't be around. I can tell you right now. Number 2, Grant Cardone's offer, you can still get it after midnight tonight, but it's going to $3,000 and you're losing all the bonuses. You're going to pay 3 times more for this, no payment plan, tripling in price, and you're losing all the bonuses. No more speaker bonuses, no more of my bonuses. So why wait if you know you need it now and you can help go through this together? All right, so what's going to happen next? You're going to go to the link. We're going to drop a link inside of the chat. You guys could see my team dropping that in the chat. If you're watching on social media, it's probably in the description above. Click that link. It's going to bring you to Grant's checkout page. Click the option, the payment option. There's 3 different payment options that work best for you right now. You're going to get an email from me. It's going to invite you to our private community. And we're going to get started. There's already people in there introducing themselves, networking, collaborating. Some people already finished the 5 masterclass series from Grant. They're ready for our kickoff call with Grant tomorrow. They're ready for the live coaching next Monday through Friday. Man, some of them are ready to graduate and start my coaching program up. Are you going to be ready? You're going to tell yourself that you're going to wait. And how much longer are you going to tell yourself to keep waiting? How much is going to continue to persist that is not good in your life if you don't just take the actions that you know your future self would say you need to do this right now? I know we could help. I'm excited to be a part of this. We want you with us. All right. So why join now? This offer is an offer of a lifetime. I think we have no question that the value's there. I'm going to help you structure this. Maybe you feel overwhelmed. Like, I'm going to show you how to structure and what to focus on. Even if you are involved in other courses and coaches and mentors, I'm going to help you structure this in a way that you can balance it. I'm going to help you literally week 1, take control of your finances. Week number 2, prioritize your calendar and eliminate everything that doesn't serve you. The only other way to work with me right now is a $10,000 plus investment. And it's actually not even open right now. We closed that down. I don't offer coaching right now. This is the only way to get coaching with me. Today's the last day. We are already 1 month into the year, right? We just entered our 2nd month of 2023. Let's take action now before we let another year slip away. You will do this faster with support versus doing it alone, or maybe doing it with a coach or someone who's not supporting you enough. Maybe you've had investments that just didn't work out. We've all been there, guys. I've spent over $250,000 in programs. Not saying they all didn't work out. I learned a lot from a lot of them, but I know what it's like to invest and being taken advantage of and not get that's not who I am. I hope you could tell, like, that's not who I am. We're supporting you guys with what you need in these weeks. This offer will never be available again from me personally, my bonuses. Access to Grant will change your life. Guys, I spent 2 days around this man, went back for a 3rd day, got an interview with him. He leveled me up so much in that conversation, and I'm just forever grateful for it. I meant the true Grant Cardone, the person who cares for others and creates environments for people to win. I came back from that changed, and you could have a chance to spend 7 sessions with him. You know, our kickoff call, the 5 sessions next week, and the graduation day. It's going to level you up. All right. And this ends today. This is literally the last call. You will not see me going live on this topic. It's literally ending today. You go to the website, you'll see the countdown. It's not false scarcity. At midnight Pacific time, this offer is tripling. He's removing all the bonuses and you're not getting my bonuses. So 197 down. I know, even if it was me 4 years ago and I was negative in the bank, 6-figure student loan debt, I could go find $197. I can make it happen. There's someone I could find that could support me in this. And I'm going to show up even harder, because if that's the last I had, when I put the last I had on something that I knew could change my life, I had no choice but to go forward. All right. And no, this is not a course. This is live action-based systems to be implemented. And you will be done with this by February 10th, which is my birthday, by the way. It's going to be awesome. We're going to celebrate for graduation day the next day. You might be saying, I'm too busy. Like I mentioned, we're going to help you prioritize your time. We're going to help you structure and prioritize what's important to you to get results. I will think about it. Well, you don't have much time left to think about it. How many more times are you going to keep saying, I'm going to think about it? You don't have I changed this number. It's 197 now. Grant changed it, right? He gave you a payment option for 197. We already covered that one. I think if there's anything left, I think people are just scared. They're scared to make a decision. Poverty loves indecision. Poverty loves people that can't make a decision. How long have you been broke and how long have you been making bad decisions or not making a decision at all? Right? I'd rather make a decision than make no decisions. And that's okay if it's a no. If you're a hard no, okay. I've tried my best. But if it's because you're scared, that's more the reason to say yes to this today. Because there's no way to eliminate fear than surround yourself by other people doing it together. When I went to my first Funnel Hacking Live, by the way, that was when I first started launching. I took a loan to get there from a partner of mine. And I went to this event. I watched every person walk that stage and receive their 2 Comma Club award. And I'm convinced because of that, I convinced myself that I could do it. The belief was there when I put myself in the right room, and I was scared as heck to go home and make it work. That next month, I made $54,000. I continued to grow my business, paid off my student loan in 6 months. You guys, sometimes when you're scared, it means you're changing. That's hard to do. Break those patterns. We are going to do it together. It's no easier way to implement with a group of people that are doing the same thing together. All right. So that's all about it. If you are feeling like this is so much, I'm going to break it down piece by piece for you. Start with tomorrow. Just show up to Grant's kickoff call. Monday, we're going to go through one of the master classes. You could do it in an hour. You're going to show up to Grant's coaching call. Take this thing day by day. In 2 months, if you show up and you commit, and if you're worried about not showing up, you don't know me very well. Because you know we're going to be reaching out if we don't see you taking the action. I want you in this. I want you to get what you came for. And in 2 months, you do this, you're going to be a new person. You're going to be someone who can run a successful business, someone who could lead an audience and feel inspired to do so. All right. So link is in the description, and wherever you're watching this, there's a link somewhere. It's pinned to the comments. It's in the description, in the chat, in the comments. All right. That's all I got for you guys. I did promise you guys some Q&A and hot seats. We got about 20 minutes left here. Who's still with me? Turn on some cameras here. Come and hang out with us. I would love to go into any questions anybody has about, and the offer's done. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you're decided you're in, love it. If you're not, we're not going to convince you. Like you need to convince yourself, and we need to get you there, because we all know that that's an irresistible offer. It can't get any better than that. If you want to ask a question about your own offer and what I showed you today, again, this is going to be week 3 of our 8-week coaching. I want to help you guys really go through this together.
Check.
Who's that? Want someone to hop in here? David asked about the commitment or the comment on the VIP upgrade for $497. Yes. So personally, you guys, I bought this offer. All right. Why? Because I want to be on the coaching sessions with Grant. I want to go through this so I know how to apply it to my business and help you guys through it together in our 8 weeks. I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't buy this. I went live. There's a live stream. You guys can go find it, me buying this live. And I did take the upsell, because VIP, the upgrade that you could get with this, includes VIP with Grant. So if you plan on being on those live sessions, and you should be, it's one of the best parts of the offer, you actually be on Zoom with Grant and asking questions in the comments. You might even get a hot seat. I was talking to Billy earlier. I'm like, yo, Billy, if you get there early for VIP and you raise your hand, he's going to pick you. You're going to be able to ask your question. And I saw some of the VIP sessions from the challenge. They didn't leave until they answered people's questions. They were like, okay, like we're over. We're going to end this, but tomorrow we're going to start with you, you, and you. Powerful stuff. I mean, imagine getting the chance to do that. I think that alone would be worth it. But if anything, it's really, if you can and you want to take it, go for it. But I think what's most important is you being in this offer in general and not sitting out on it. There's gonna be people that wake up and miss this live stream, miss my emails somehow, because I've been, if you know, you know, I've been sending out quite a bit of emails on this. I don't want people to miss this. I'm acting as if no one's seen this before, right? As you should too. If you have marketing, like act as if no one's seen it. When you are passionate, you believe in something that's going to help change people's lives. You guys, I told my mother about this, my brother, my friends. I've got people that I would never talk to normally about like online business, that I know that this could transform their lives. I'm like, you guys got to be in this. You got to come in. I'm flying out my twin brother, my younger brother, his girlfriend, Kelsey, my Matt, my team to GrowthCon. I'm flying them in. We got 7 VIP tickets. That's not cheap. I believe in this so much and what we're going through and what's going to do for our business this year that, I know the best return on investment isn't crypto. It isn't even real estate. It's you. Invest in yourself. Invest when you start growing your business back into it, get more reach, and reinvest that into growing your team. That's what it's all about. I'm not ready to invest in real estate right now. I'm investing into my team until we go to the moon. We get this business to the moon. Okay, now we could talk passive streams like real estate, like, crypto and investments, all that stuff. That's not financial advice. I'm not an expert. I'm just saying what I'm doing. All right. All right. I'm getting out of coaching mode here. I'm passionate about what we're doing right now. Let's get some questions. Let's queue up some questions in the Q&A. We got 15 minutes dialed in. I'd love to hear what you guys are working on. What's your number one question about offer creation? What did you see today? It was a lot. I know. You guys invest in this offer, get the replay to this. I'm going to go deeper on it. Drop your number one question here if you can. If you guys want to wrap up, we can too. But you guys got me for 15 minutes. I'd love to go a little bit deep. If you have a question. Jasmine says, have a great day, guys. See you tomorrow on the kickoff. Let's go. Jasmine's in. By the way, if you're enrolling, we're going to send you an email and reach out to you probably in the DMs and get you into our private mastermind community. So you get all these bonuses and just get everything you need. All right, I'm going to scroll in the chat, see if there's any questions. Now's the time to drop your questions. If you wrote one down about our presentation today, I don't know what Robert's referring to. That's hilarious. Let's see. All right, guys, I think we're going to wrap up. You guys are a quiet bunch. We got how many people here? 34 of you left. Who wants to take it over? Someone on mute and come and jump on. Who has a question? What's your offer? Do you need any support in what you're working on?
Hey, Doug, this is Vito.
Vito, there you are. How you doing, my friend?
How's everybody? Thanks for that
Good.
presentation again.
Yeah, man.
Let me see something.
Jared, by the way, could you go gallery mode on social media possibly, or is it just showing speaker view? I don't know if we could change that.
Let
me check it out real quick.
Yeah, sorry. Vito, go ahead, take it over.
All right, great. My question is, I have 2 things that I want to focus on. And I know even Russell talks about that, and you've been talking about it, to focus on one thing, but they're 2 very different things. One is I've been doing real estate, and I'm working on my real estate offer, which is as a broker, I want to put something together. And then the other one is a brand new venture that I want to start creating content in, which is in the child development and parenting niche. How would you approach that as far as select? And I know you said you just picked one and you just went with it for the your first funnel.
Yeah, so you guys, if you're on Facebook, go scroll back. It's not far down on my content. I made a post about how I got started, 30 different failures that I learned a ton from. And even when I got started and took this thing full time online, I had a lot of options. I talked about this in the beginning of today's training. I had so many things I was working on. And really, it was Stephen Larson who came up during the One Funnel Away challenge and said, if you have too many ideas, I want you to choose one and just go through these 30 days together with me with that one idea, and it will change everything for you. And I did. When it came down to it, I kind of presented some of the ideas in the beginning of this training. But number one, it's about passion. And for me, it was like, okay, I'm helping restaurant owners build funnels. I'm doing this ClickFunnels affiliate thing and loving talking about marketing and documenting my journey. And then I was doing like credit repair and stuff like I didn't even really know enough about. And when he asked, what can you talk about on every day, endlessly, passionately about, which one is that? I'm like, it's definitely not credit repair. It's definitely not dealing with restaurant owners. No offense to any restaurant owners here. I used to want to be one. There's one option left. I'm like, I love marketing. I love what I'm doing with this thing. I love documenting my journey. I'm going to go do that. And that's where I'm still at today. And when I think about the next part of this is I showed you guys earlier, like what's the biggest problem that helps the person that you're passionate about helping that has the resources to invest? And I don't know the answer for you, Vito, but I have a lot of people that are more passionate about something, but the truth is that isn't going to bring the revenue, right? Here's how I feel about that. I'm still passionate about helping people that are starting out. I am, because I know what it's like to be that way. 8 years of struggling online, working multiple jobs, not even keep up with interest on my student loans. However, I'll be honest, there's not a lot of money to go and help those people because they can't even help themselves. And I'm going to pour more energy into them and burn out because of that. So here's how I'm doing it. I'm helping people at a higher level that have bigger problems with the resources to invest, helping them solve that. Now I have more freedom because I have less customers, more time back. I can now go pour back into that passion project of mine and go help people starting out by creating free, valuable resources. And I literally just give out programs that I've sold for a lot of money free to them. I give them resources and the step-by-step process. Now it's up to them to come prove to me that they can go and implement it and show up. So I think that's the way to answer it. Focus on what's going to bring you the growth, the professional development with less energy and sacrifice, because it's not worth it in the end if it's going to cost you the headaches and all the things that come with serving a less action-oriented person. That's my opinion on that. Is that helpful a little bit?
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. It's a tough decision, guys. When I went to go let go of my credit repair business, I had it all done. I had a community, I had a webinar, I had a course I just filmed. I had physical workbooks. I printed tons of them. And I was selling them. I was even like dabbling with ads back then, trying to figure that out. And I was selling them successfully with a funnel. I'm like, I finally got the one funnel, right? One funnel away. I'm there. And then I hear Steven say you got to pick one thing or it's never going to work. I had to go and get rid of all of it. I shut down all that business. Talk about, letting go of something I spent so much time on, but what a good decision it was. Honestly, things started moving really, really quick for me after I made that hard decision. Cool. Theo, what's up, Theo? I see your hand up. You could take it away, my friend.
Hello. Awesome. Hi, Doug. So I think what I want to talk about first is, so I actually just made my offer today. I'm doing a follow-up tomorrow and it felt really amazing. Now, and the beautiful thing for me is, like, I think it was your gamified process that just made it a lot sexier. Because like I had people competing, I had people following up people to ensure that their teammates were doing the work. I didn't have to chase them to do it. So like it increased the engagement and it was just insane. So that was really amazing. And the beautiful part for me is I have a lot more fans than just customers. There are more fans than customers because they were all busy referring their friends, their people to join the challenge. And I kept texting them, oh, this current challenge is closed. They'll enter the next one. So like that alone was just mind blowing. And then talking about the offer, for me, I think the way I structured it now, which I think I feel good about it. I took your advice about shifting my work from the people that can afford me, then I can serve later. So I have a low end offer, which like basically was my offer before, but I structured it together to make a lot more sense. I've made that one a lot more affordable. So what I do now, I have ads running to a lead magnet that brings people to, after they get the lead magnet, it makes them the pitch for that small offer. Now, the ones who take it get a free ticket to my event. I basically modeled it. So then the ones who come for the event, now they still come for the event, but then I still drive traffic directly to the main offer, my core offer. Then those people that don't take my core offer, I take them to that other low ticket offer. So like for me, I'm still being able, so I've basically been going through your course back to back. I've gone through multiple times and then I'm just customizing and it feels good because Even
So
the
you
ones
launched your
who say,
challenge, you currently launched a challenge, you're running your challenge. How long ago
yes.
did you decide to run a challenge, and how soon were you able to go launch this challenge?
Okay, so
Just
I
happened,
think it
right?
was yes. Like I went through a process in November, I think.
Yeah,
But
you
then
went
it
through my
took me a while.
challenge. Yeah.
Yes, I went through a challenge in November, but then I didn't want to launch mine immediately. I was supposed to launch it in January, but because of Grant's event, I moved
Yeah.
it to this week. So I think it was supposed to be January. It was January I planned for. So it took me a while to just understand your concept, test it. But the beautiful thing is, like, of all the things I developed this period, all the slides, all the different designs, I have the template set. So like the next challenge, I know that one I'm going to kill it. And the beautiful part is I have people that would promote it for me for free. So like it's just the whole thing. Like first the offer, I know that the offer I made was crazy because they were so like one person texted me, that she was feeling so mortified for not being able to afford my offer. If I can give her a little time extension, that
Well, I'm
by an
excited
extra
for you
week.
to like go and implement this. And I just want to
Yes.
highlight real quick, like someone, Vito just asked about passion. Like Theo wanted to go help people in his country where it's a pretty big difference significantly for the dollar exchange.
Yeah.
And I said, go serve people at a higher level. He's got a lot of skill sets and he's doing that. He's helping people for like, he's helping do done for you services and a lot of other things. His media company. Now you go and help those people with solutions that are going to help get them results. And actually he's going to be building teams to hire and employ them. So it's pretty amazing. Theo, I appreciate you sharing everything. Do you have a specific question for anyone here or anything about today? I know you're excited to share everything you're doing. I love it.
Yeah.
I want to stay targeted because I only got a few more minutes left. I want to get to a few more people.
No, I just wanted to share like the fact that
it.
like your content for offer creation works is working for me. And then basically Grant's offer as well and everything you're doing, I'm excited about it. So it's more of I'm sharing my experience using your stuff and how it's currently still working for me. So that's basically I don't exactly have a question.
Okay. Well, I
the only
appreciate
thing
you
I can
sharing.
just say,
absolutely. Yeah. Like
anybody
Theo,
that's still considering, take it, please.
Yeah.
Work with
Everyone's
Doug.
saying like, I'm too busy. Talk about a busy man. Like this guy runs a few different companies. He's going through grant stuff. He's joined us in the Unbreakable Business Systems and he's running a challenge simultaneously. You guys have no excuse. I'm sorry. If you're like, I'm too busy, if you're not doing half of what he's doing, you're not busy enough. I'm just saying, how bad do you want it? Anyway, I see a few more questions. I'm going to thank you, Theo. I appreciate you. Cameron said, I'm excited to run the challenge. What do I need to prep for a big win with my first challenge? What is the ground game I need to be doing before February 20th kickoff? Yeah, if you are, how about this? I didn't even mention this, guys. If you're in the Unbreakable Business Systems, you're taking Grant up on his offer today before midnight. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw in our challenge toolkit. Challenge toolkit is a action-based step-by-step process to running your first or next 5-day challenge in a gamified manner, the way we teach it. What is gamification? It helps you really step up and get more people to join, show up, engage, do the work. You get video testimonials, written testimonials, social shares, and enrollments. One of the most important parts of doing an enrollment event. And we show you how to do that in our 6-figure challenge toolkit. So how, like, this is how I document my processes to having a 6-figure event every time that we do it. So if you guys want that, we'll throw that in as a bonus. It's our 5-day challenge toolkit. And if you're in the group, if you're joining the Unbreakable Business Systems, what you'll see, we'll add it to our curriculum right now. So when you go to school, let me just do it real quick for you guys so you guys can see my screen real quick. Let's just go into school. You guys can see this community that we've built for you. So we make a private group for all of you. We've got 110 of you in there now. We're still listen, I'm so dedicated. We're chasing down those of you who aren't in this group yet. You're going to end up here. I'm going to show you how to bookmark and pin this. See how this is like, we got a folder for this specific stuff so you don't lose it. Classroom, boom, I've got it all here. You're going to see something in here called, if the team's watching, if you guys want to get on this right now, we're going to add our curriculum, our 6-figure challenge toolkit right here for you. So that can be something you start working on right now if you want to do that. We have our calendar, guys. Like this is the next, tomorrow's our kickoff call with Grant. Here's the rest of them. We have 10X Growth Con. And like, look, I haven't even picked a time yet for our 8 weeks starting on the 20th. Why? Because in the community, I have a poll that I'm putting out a poll for you guys to vote. If you're watching this and you already bought this offer, go to this poll right now. Half of you haven't done it yet. And I want you to pick the times that work best for you. We're going to pick 2 different sessions. And because there's people from all over the world enrolling in this, we're going to pick 2 different sessions for you to be on each week. I don't want you on both. I want you on one, and then I want you implementing. We're going to give you 2 options because some of you are in different parts of the world. So I'm going to make sure that no matter where you're at, you can attend one of these 2 calls. I'm not dedicated to getting you guys this, but we're going to throw in our challenge toolkit. You'll find it right here in the classroom. So if you are enrolling in the Unbreakable Business Systems, guys, you're going to get an email from me with a link to this. Come and join this group. Make sure you introduce yourself, watch the welcome video to get started. I'm super pumped about this, you guys. So Cameron, hope that answers your question. I'm not going to get into the technical setup of a challenge. That curriculum will help you with it step by step with assets, our funnel template. I'll give you a lot of stuff in there, but it's all action based. I want to see you guys win. I want to see you guys all crush it. And I can't thank you guys enough. Honestly, being top 10 on Grant's leaderboard right now it's a little scary because I know people behind me are doing similar events today and they're making their last email pushes. And, I got Dan on my tail, Dan Henry, I got Peng Joon on my tail. I've got, Eric Worre, one of the biggest network marketers in the world, the biggest email list in that space behind me, you guys. So I thank you guys for putting me up there. To thank you, I'm going to show up and over deliver like crazy in these 8 weeks. I'm going to make sure you implement what you're buying, what you're investing in to get a return. That's my commitment to you for committing to yourself and to this process together. So, any other questions, you guys, go and drop them in the school community. I'll be in there. That's my home for the next 8 weeks to help you through this process. Really, it's actually 10 weeks because we start on the 20th. All right, everyone, sound good? I appreciate all of you guys. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Remember, today is the cutoff. I think everyone here still on the Zoom has this already because you guys are the rock stars. If you don't, go do what you got to do to get this by midnight. All right. I appreciate you. And I will see you guys on the inside. I have one more question. Tom, are you still here? My team just said,
Yeah, I'm here.
I missed. Hey, yeah, shoot. I'll take one more if you still got it.
Yeah, I mean, it's all good, man. I know you're probably trying to get out of here too.
Yeah, I just got a call starting up in like a minute. If you got something quick, by the way,
Yeah.
it's awesome to see you here. I appreciate you diving into everything.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I appreciate it. It's good. Honestly, you kind of answered it when you were answering Vito's question, just like about kind of that intersection point. I'm trying to figure out that intersection point between the clients that need what I can give them versus where my passions and talents intersect. Because for the past 5-6 years, I've been just up to my ears in all kinds of marketing stuff. Like I do SEO, Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube video. Like it's just almost overwhelming to where do you pick to actually push a new offer. And I know that we've talked about it before because Vito, I'm in the real estate space as well, but I've fallen in hate with my audience. I don't like realtors. I love marketing. I'm like you. I want to work with marketers. So
what's your favorite marketing to do? Like when you just get in it, like you just get in it. For me, it's like, I love creating content. YouTube recently has been a thing I love.
I love the creative aspect. I love coming up with ad ideas. Specifically like just kind of creating like ads and skits and funny skits, things like that. And I like things that are measurable. Like that to me has been like my favorite part of the agency side, is because when I got into marketing at first, when I moved to Thailand, I'm like, I'm going to be an online marketer. And then I was like, well, how am I going to go out there and be like a Grant Cardone and teach people how to make money online if I haven't? So I started with agency out of like insecurity, and just figuring out like, how do I serve people? And then being able to actually measure those results really helped to boost the confidence, because then when you go to get paid next month, you just point to an attribution document and you go, this is what you spent, this is what you made, pay me again, thank you. But I think I'm trying to get out of that. I think I'm ready for that next step.
Yeah. I think it's finding something timeless too. Like teaching ads manager probably isn't something you're passionate about. And by the way, Facebook teaches that for free. It's all current and relevant, but teaching people how to
like teaching ideas
out. Yeah. Like you guys, I made this like stupid ad, like about selling eggs and getting out of the hustle and grind. And like it went like, I won't say viral, but it took off. It got a lot of social shares And that brought in, honestly, most of our leads for promoting Grants Challenge. That's my first ad I've ever done at that capacity. I don't do paid ads. So like just making
Yeah.
it unique and funny and different, like stands out. Tom, I love that idea. That's something I'd be interested in. Like, how do we go create ads
Uh-huh.
that stand out? And then better yet, how do we like look at the results and make decisions based on those results and double down? Like I think that's something, if you enjoy that,
Well,
I
that's a
think that's
good
something
one.
the market would really love to see.
Yeah, I'm gonna list everything out over the course of the next few days and try to come up with something. But I really like that idea.
Yeah.
That's
You'll
cool.
get the replay to this. And we're going to cover it more in week 4. I know you're in, so we'll
Mhm.
jam out in a hot seat with you and help you get clear on this. I think it's a really good idea. But if you took notes or you want to get the replay of this, we'll have this loaded, by the way, in that community in the next, it's going to take a couple hours because it's a 2-hour session, but we'll go back and I'll give you the slide and go back and just kind of go through that exercise. I know you've been around marketing a long
Yeah.
time. You know what I did there, but maybe it'll be
Mhm.
a good refresher for you in this specific
Absolutely.
example. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Awesome, Tom. Well, I appreciate
All
you being
right.
here
Thanks, man.
today.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for sticking
And
around.
everybody have a great weekend.
Yeah, everyone go crush it. Some of you guys spent some time this week with us, the last 2 weeks. Today, you're committed. You're not the one saying, I don't have time, I'm too busy. You're willing to say, I've got some things I want to solve in my business, and I cannot wait to help you and myself. Honestly, I'm going through it with you guys. I think these 7 things I showed you, there's always a new level. And I'm going to be showing you what I'm doing in real time to really grow my business this year beyond our previous years. And I want to help you do the same no matter what level you're at. So once you're in, by the way, you're going to get an email. We're going to reach out to you probably in the chat, DMs on Facebook and Instagram. We're going to get you into that school community. And I want to get you guys to watch the welcome video, introduce yourself. Let's go all in on these next 2 months. And I really believe that when you do, you're going to see yourself in the mirror in 2 months and be like, who is this person? So I can't wait to work with you and really help you inspire others in your audiences in this community and the people you're going to meet. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a great experience. I'm super pumped to have all of you. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll see a lot of you on the call tomorrow at Grant for our first kickoff call. All right. You guys have a great weekend. See you guys this weekend. Bye, everyone.